Paralympic Games in a row. What an achievement that will be for her. So it's going to be China to start off. This is ZHANG Tianxin to get things underway.
Mr. 10 gets a 9.
And there's Chen getting a 10. She didn't score quite as heavily in the semi-final as her teammate. Kind of scary to think of what might happen if she starts to cook with gas. Now here's David DRAHONINSKY. 6 Paralympic Games gold medals in his career. He's going for 7. And now finally, the first pass. Sarka, PULTAR, MUSILOVA. Starts off with a 9 as well.
Steady by all 4 archers.
Yeah,
all gold.
DRAHONINSKY, by the way, in those 6 medals, 2 golds, 3 silvers and 1 bronze in his career. Well, he didn't like it after he left the arrow, it seemed, ZHANG, but into the 10 it goes.
Wow.
Well, 2 10s and 2 9s, just dropping the 2 points in the first end. That's what the best do, John, don't they? They come to the shooting line in the ultimate match and they score big.
And they make it look easy.
9.
So big arrow here for PULTAR MUSILOVA. Needs a 10 to stay in touch with her rivals. She's just away. There's the first arrow outside the gold score. So it's going to be a 2-point, 3-point game, in fact, for the Chinese after the first end. Feels like you're going to need a 37-38 every end in this gold medal match already, doesn't it? And that's exactly what China have achieved after the first end.
And I'm sure that's what they've said to one another. Let's just keep them all in the gold. It's the reds that cost.
Yeah, at this level, you're right. This is where they're amplified. Reds are okay if you're 4 or 5 in front as a team. They're okay. You can kind of absorb them. But when you're behind, they are hugely costly.
Yeah, it just pressurizes the next end. You're trying to play catch up. And it's a psychological thing as well. You've realised your previous arrow was in the red, so you over-try it then and try and obviously aim into the 10, but hold the shot too long.
On that day, it was 138 to 132 in favour.
It's all about fluidity in the shot, and you're on the time restraints as well.
Back by the end of this match.
Well, spare a thought here for PULTAR MUSILOVA. She's got a great Paralympic record behind her. 4 medals. She's never won a gold medal. 3 silvers and 1 bronze. Here she is. Heart must be racing. Another chance here.
Got to keep it under wraps, though.
You've got to forget about it.
Yep, definitely.
So in number 2 of 4. Figured out now, folks, you shoot 2 arrows per end. Every arrow counts right to the end of the 16-arrow contest. Still no 10s on the scorecard for Czechia.
Just keep it in the gold. There we go.
Well, the arrow's coming in a bit of a weird angle, but
That'll be just how it's lying in the foam.
Doesn't matter how it gets in there, John. It's if it gets in there.
Definitely.
9.
Chen just taking a bit more time, but she's a very quick releaser, as you see right there.
Just outside the 10.
Looks like it's a touch hard to see because of the shadow. But yes, just outside.
Eight.
Those are the hard arrows. That's where we need a 10 now.
Yeah, particularly when you're trailing by, 3 points, 4 points, as we touched on just a moment ago. It's a 9. So it's 36. It's an improvement of 1 point in that end for Czechia.
It's an average of 9, but at this level, it's not good enough.
Exactly. If ZHANG puts one in the maximum here.
No, just out.
Well, China might just let Czechia off the hook just a touch here.
She's got loads of time.
Yeah, and watch this quick release.
10.
Well, Chen. Yeah, she's gone 10-9, 9-10. Now compare in the semi, she was going 8-9, 8-9. And just those 2 extra points ensure that China remain clear. They're 4 points up after the halfway point.
It doesn't matter who scores the points, it's about getting those goals.
Exactly right.
9-9-9-10. 37 at the end of 2.
Well, a lack of 10s on the scorecard for Czechia. That's the difference between the two teams at the moment. So far, China have 3, and even by their high standards, that's probably not a percentage that they would normally expect. But Czechia have just 1. 1 and 6.
And Czechia have 2 8s.
1 and 8, rather. 1 and 8 arrows, rather, Czechia. And it's 3 and 8 for China.
It's the 8s that cost you dearly.
And indeed, let's hear it for the Czechia team.
There's still time for DRAHONINSKY and PULTAR to turn it around, though.
Just the reassuring nod there off DRAHONINSKY.
Yeah, they know what they have to do.
Of course they do.
Just about execution.
Ici sur l'esplanade des Invalides, parce qu'à Paris, on encourage tous les athlètes, mesdames et messieurs, pour la République populaire de Chine et pour la Tchéquie, tous ensemble.
Welcome, Mr. W1. Can he find a way?
He's against Mr. 10, though.
Mr. 10, Mr. W1 against Mr. 10.
And yet it's the women that's showing them where the gold is.
Well, Mr. W1 has to turn into Mr. 10 now in these next 2 ends.
He does.
Because that may be Czechia's only way back into this match. So DRAHONINSKY, here he goes. Start of the 3rd end.
9.
DRAHONINSKY's not had a 10 yet.
Nope. 4 9s and an 8 now for him.
No. 9.
Well, again, they've just given the opportunity for the Chinese to just sneak another point or 2 clear.
9.
Zhang not quite hitting his straps in this final.
No.
4 9s and 1 10.
But Chen is.
Exactly.
What can you say?
Well, back to the other target we go. Both the Chinese archers said, what you got? Oh, there we go. DRAHONINSKY finally with his first 10. Now, PULTAR MUSILOVA definitely needs another one. Slightly longer hold there, but she's just away by around a centimetre. 37, no good score.
Better end.
It's really what they needed from the start, though, to stay in touch, because this Chinese pair, well, they could get 39. Could get 38 now with ZHANG. You could just see him, you could hear him too. Yeah. As the arrows released. He knows they're not going into the 10 zone almost.
Doesn't matter. Not when your teammate's plonking them in the 10. Exactly.
So for a 5-point lead after the third end, and she's done it again, CHEN Minyi. Phenomenal effort from her. She has 4 10s and 2 9s across the 3 ends so far.
Yeah.
That's heavy scoring. China in a hugely dominant position with 1 end to play. Well, a scary thing, John Stubbs, is that ZHANG, he hasn't really got going in this match. He's been super solid, don't get me wrong, but the frequency of the 10s that we've seen from him in previous matches, just not there.
He's only hit 1.
Yet China are still 5 points up.
Yeah. They've only dropped 7 points.
Well, they're on a total score of 113, and again with 1 end to play, that Paralympic Games record is most certainly under threat. They're on target for a 150.
That's massive.
Plus.
That's massive in the context of the sport. That could be near the world record, let alone Paralympic record.
World record is 152, set by Great Britain in 2015.
So they could set a world and Paralympic record.
Well, to break the world record, they need 4 10s in this last end, the Chinese pair. They need to go perfect, and we haven't seen that in any match here in this session. But records are made to be broken, aren't they?
They are. And once again, it's those gender wars. It's all about the bragging rights at the end of the day. I outscored you.
Well, massive job ahead now of PULTAR MUSILOVA and this man here, David DRAHONINSKY. The Czechia pair down by 5, heading into the last end of this gold medal match in the mixed teams W1 class here in the Paralympics, and that there is not what was required. And DRAHONINSKY, a frustrated sigh being exhaled just then.
Nine.
Right, let's switch to the interest here. Oh, he's just out. Well, whether this Paralympic record can be broken, and then how China are going to seal what seemingly a pretty big win here for gold.
Oh. It's still on.
It is still on. Remember that Paralympic record set by Czechia in the semis is 146. Here's DRAHONINSKY with his last arrow.
No. It's 9.
And now, PULTAR MUSILOVA, well, a search for a gold medal is going to go on, it seems, for her. She's going to win her 5th medal, but another silver coming up on PULTAR MUSILOVA. Well, she recovers okay there. So there's 143. So just 13 required across the 2 arrows here from China. And here's ZHANG Tianxin with the first of them. Oh, it's down as a 7. Well, the win is still there for China. A 6 or better for Chen, who's been simply brilliant all the way through this gold medal match.
A 9 would still better the Paralympic record.
Here we go. Let's see what Chen can do here. It is a 9, and there's gold to China. Chen becomes a 4-time Paralympic Games gold medalist. She has gone back-to-back in both events in the W1 class. It's a new Paralympic record as well for China with that score of 147. Zhang wins his second Paralympic Games gold medal in mixed teams competition. And China just too good in that match. They win 147 to 143.
Yeah, great shooting. How repeated Tokyo.
Yeah, Chen and Zhang, John, just, well, mind-blowingly good.
They can go on for a long time as well, looking at their ages.
Yeah, Chen 33, Zhang 25. And what about CHEN Minyi? 2 golds in Tokyo, 2 golds in Paris. Unbeaten across 2 Paralympic Games in all formats, CHEN Minyi.
Envious record.
Awesome record. Zhang. He might not have contributed as much as he would have liked in that final, but he was brilliant in earlier matches. And what about DRAHONINSKY here? He's one of the true legends, if not the legend, in W1 para archery. That's Paralympic medal number 7 for him in his career. 2 golds, 4 silvers now and a bronze. And another medal for PULTAR MUSILOVA. She now has 3 silvers and 1 bronze. Oh, good match, that one, but China just too good. Final score again, 147 to 143. And here's those arrows on the last end again. A little bit of drama there with that third arrow from the bow of Zhang, which dropped into the 7 zone. But Chen iced it with that solid 9 to seal the gold medal.